Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to do a coconut perfumes in my collection video. I have about 2 or 3 of these videos on my channel, and I do like to update it every year because coconut is one of my all-time favorite notes. So I'm constantly bringing in scents that have coconut in them. So I wanted to put them all together in one video for you guys. So if you are interested in all of the coconut perfumes that I have in my collection, just keep on watching. Alright guys, so let's get started with today's video. I swear today has been just that type of day where like the universe just must not want me to film because everything that could go wrong has gone wrong. My camera was acting up, I couldn't get the lighting right. I am in that time of the month and my insides are at war right now. And I was just so close to just calling it a day and filming another day, but I really wanted to film. So we did not give up, even though it is like 3 hours later. I'm going to share my coconut fragrances with you guys. So I am going to start off with more of my thicker coconuts. These are a little bit more creamy, kind of like coconut milk or just the actual coconut itself. It's not like coconut water. So I am going to start off with the first one. This fragrance is such a love for me. I love it so much, and I've had it for a while and I just don't get tired of this fragrance. It is a celebrity fragrance. It's affordable, and this is by Ariana Grande, and this is Thank You Next. So this fragrance is probably one of my yummiest coconut fragrances. I mean, when you spray this fragrance, it's very clear that this is a coconut fragrance, but there is something about Ariana's first fragrances that she came out with that they just have like this sweet DNA to them that is just irresistible, like a dessert. There's also a macaron note in here, so I definitely get that. It's kind of like a coconut dessert. It's very sugary, very sweet. So I would definitely say that what I pick up the most in Thank You Next is a very thick, creamy, super sweet coconut. When I first got this fragrance, there was like this spiciness that came through, but I feel like now that it's been sitting for it's like been like 3 years, I don't really get that too much anymore, and it's just this very sweet gourmand dessert sugary coconut. And this isn't like a beachy coconut. It's not that type of coconut to me. This is more leaning towards the gourmand dessert sugary, just really sweet and yummy. And I know many people say that they get pickles out of this fragrance, but I am just in that lucky group where I don't pick up no pickles. This is literally just like a dessert for me. Sweet, so good. It's almost like tonic to me, or very creamy. And if you love sweet fragrances and if you love coconut, this one's a must-have for sure. Next up, we have my favorite combination with coconut, and that is when you put vanilla and coconut together. That is the way to my heart. So this one is from Le Monde Gourmand, and this one is also an affordable fragrance. This one is Lait de Coco, and you can get this on Amazon for about $25 if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to leave a link in the description box below, but this coconut is so milky, thick, creamy. I mean, look at the juice in there. It literally looks like coconut milk or something. So if you really like those types of fragrances where it's coconut but you have vanilla mixed in, it's very creamy. It's on the sweet side, but it's not as sweet as Thank You Next. So this one is a little bit less sweet. So it's all about the creamy coconut in this fragrance. And there is also praline in here. So this is just very, again, sweet dessert gourmand. This is not a beachy coconut. So if you're looking for a more gourmand coconut, these are definitely really good options, and I love both of these. And then lastly, for like my more creamy coconuts, we have Alien Goddess, and this one is also a very thick, creamy coconut scent. This one opens up with coconut water, so at first it's very refreshing. It is paired with bergamot, so you do get like a coconut bright. The coconut water is a little bit thinner in this one, but then the vanilla in here makes it very thick, vanilla, creamy, and then the heliotrope also adds a little bit of like a powdery touch in here. So it's definitely, to me, what sticks out the most with this one, because I'm trying to give them very quick summaries, not go too much into detail, just give you like what I pick up the most from these, and that would be with this one. It is sweet, not as sweet as the other ones. It's not gourmand like the previous ones. This one is just more warm skin, bronzed under the sun, but it's in a very thick vanilla powdery coconut way. It is just very smooth, easy to wear. This one I do have quite a dent in this one, and I definitely also recommend Alien Goddess. This is nothing like the original Alien. Super duper different, so it does not even close to that DNA. If you want a coconut one that leans a little bit closer to Alien, I would say go with the, I believe it was the intense version. I don't remember, but I will put a picture of it. That one is definitely heavier on the jasmine, and there's also jasmine tea, so you will get kind of like a mix of the Alien DNA mixed with the original Alien Goddess, and that will give you a more coconutty yet sophisticated and just a little more dressy to me, like dressed up. The intense version, this one is definitely more like bathing suit summery. You can wear it with pretty much anything, but really nice one. Now to talk about the more like refreshing coconuts, a lot of these are mixed with pineapple, mixed with palm leaf, mixed with very bright fruity notes. Is just like a drink, like a coconut drink with ice and with fruits, and it's not super thick or gourmand. So we're going to start off with Michelle Germain, and this is Sugarful Sunshine. Now this one I would say is a little bit more about the pineapple. It's not necessarily a coconut fragrance, but I wanted to include it in here because it does give a very beautiful coconut vibe as well. This one is going to be more of that coconut water, very refreshing, cooling, and everything that this is mixed with is just perfect. This is like a piña colada drink. It has a little bit of a sexiness to it, but it's overall very bright, juicy, refreshing, and cooling. There is pineapple in here, there's mango, there's lime, you have the coconut water. The frangipani is not taking over the fragrance like so many other fragrances can do with frangipani. In here, it's not the star of the show, and I appreciate that. And then there's also agave, amber, and moss, which is where I say that it has a little bit of a sexiness in there because it's not just fruity and coconut. There's like this ambery, sexy base to it while still staying very lighthearted and perfect for summertime. So this one's leaning more on the pineapple side, but the coconut is definitely there. So again, here we have another one that's a little similar. This one to me is definitely a little sexier, and this one also is competing with the pineapple. So you're getting coconut water in there, but there is also pineapple, and that is by Ellis Brooklyn, and this is Miami Nectar. You guys, if you want like something that you can wear on vacation, like I totally see this working in Miami. It's the perfect name. If you're staying at a hotel, if you're going to be wearing a lot of like bathing suits with cover-ups or dresses, or just you're gonna have that very hot vibe, like it's very hot outside, you're gonna be wearing some glowy makeup, you have a tan, and you just want a fragrance maybe for that vacation to create memories, or just a fragrance that's a little bit easygoing. It's perfect for summertime. This is such a good choice. And the pineapple is so beautiful. There's also palm leaf in here, which I have always said I picked that up because I feel like there's something very cooling, like a breeze type of scent. And I would say the dry down for this one is definitely a little sexier than Sugarful Sunshine. Now, I will say these have notes that make them very similar, yet they're still a little different. So I enjoy owning both, but if you want something that's on the sexier side with coconut, pineapple, I would point you towards these two. And what I would say is, in here I pick up more pineapple, in here I pick up more coconut. So it's kind of like the strength of the coconut is a little different. If you want to focus more on pineapple, Sugarful Sunshine is beautiful. And then if you want to focus more on the coconut water and the palm leaf and a little bit of that sexy base with coconut water, This is such a good one. Perfect for vacation. So, so good. Now, this next fragrance, I am patiently waiting to see if they release a full size of this. I am hearing talk that there's going to be separate minis sold, but I haven't heard anything about the full sizes. But this is from Kayali, and this is Maui in a bottle. So this has been added to my collection recently, and I love the way this was done. This was done so beautifully. Now, this is very different from the previous fragrances where a lot of them are mixed with pineapple and mango, and that's kind of seen more often, but this one is mixed with banana. There is also pear in here, and then you have coconut, jasmine, vanilla, and sandalwood. So this one is so good. The pear has definitely gotten thicker in here. This fragrance is definitely getting thicker. I am smelling more of the coconut in here. I am smelling more of the banana, and the pear is also coming through a lot. So this one is still changing. It definitely smells a little thicker. It smells like it will last a little bit longer. And this one is just, it's sweet. The banana is so good. It's not an awkward banana, because I kept thinking to myself, when I would see banana notes in fragrances, I would just be like, I don't think I want to smell like a banana. But this is so beautiful. It just adds like this sweetness, and it's very, very unique to me. So I am just hoping that this gets released in full size. Next up, we have the 7 Virtues Coconut Sun. So this fragrance I fell so in love with when I was still living in Puerto Rico. This, I'm telling you, during summertime, I already don't like thick fragrances. For example, if I was visiting my husband's side of the family or even my dad's side of the family, the houses, most of the houses there will just have an AC in the bedroom for when you sleep at night. But the rest of the house, the doors are open, the windows are open, and if it's a breezy day, you're in luck. If it's a hot day, you're gonna be hot. When I would go visit my husband's family, I used to love packing this one with me, because I could take a shower over there, and as soon as I'm out of the shower, it's already hot, because that's just how it is in summertime. And when I sprayed this fragrance for the first time over there, it was perfect. It felt cooling. The coconut water is thin. It's not thick at all. The jasmine is not too strong. It has definitely gotten a little stronger now that my bottle has been sitting for more than a year. So I can definitely pick up on the jasmine more. When I first got it, it was definitely more of like this thin, refreshing coconut water with some vanilla, but those middle notes are really getting strong in this fragrance. I definitely pick up a salty skin vibe now with this one. The jasmine is coming through a little bit more, and the coconut water now is kind of like going along with those notes, where before it stuck out a little bit more. So I will say I did enjoy this one a lot more when I first got it. The 7 Virtues just sent me a bottle of Coconut Sun, and I'm going to see if that one still smells kind of like fresh like the first time that I smelled it. But still, it's a very nice one, but the longer it sits, it will definitely get stronger, and that sea salt definitely starts coming through for sure. So it's kind of like salty skin, coconut, perfect for summertime. This next one is just an honorable mention because we can't get it anywhere, but GUERLAIN AQUA ALLEGORIA Coconut Fizz. This will forever be one of my favorite coconut scents. And the quickest way that I can describe this is very, very cooling, refreshing, almost like ice, like an icy feel to it. Coconut water, and there is like some cucumber mixed in here. That is not listed in the notes, but I pick up like this cucumber fruitiness. I'm not a cucumber girl. I don't really like cucumber scented things, but the way that it's done in here with that coconut water, and it's just thin, refreshing, and just perfect for a hot day. This one's so good. Next up, I have Ariana Grande's Cloud Pink. Now, I would not classify this as a coconut perfume, but I will add it in here because it is in my collection and it does have coconut. But I will say that I pick up more of the coconut, I think, in the original Cloud than I do in this one, because this one, especially now that it has been sitting for a year in my collection, this is definitely sweet. It's like pink cotton candy. It makes me think of just super sweet sugary candy, but creamy at the same time. There is a fruitiness in here, and the coconut to me is helping it to have like this creamy texture to it. or vibe to it, but what I pick up the most with this is fruits. I love this one so much. I definitely was such a big fan when this fragrance was released. But yeah, it has coconut, but it's not a coconut fragrance, but it definitely gives it like a creaminess. That coconut feel is there, but there's a lot of other fruity notes that are coming through for me in this one as well. These next fragrances are for me kind of like the coconut fragrances that surprise me, because I always, when I would see something that had coconut notes in it, I would always think that it was like the ones that I just talked about. Beachy, tropical, very summery, refreshing. But as I started to get into fragrance, I noticed that you can definitely have a more sexy, like luxurious, going out scent that also has a coconut vibe in it, but in like a more dressy type of way or a more sexy type of way. So I'm going to start off with Fragrance Du Bois Santal Complete, and this was gifted to me by Fragrance Du Bois, and I just cherish this bottle so much. Even though I don't reach for this perfume as much, like it's not one that I have, but it's definitely a beautiful fragrance, and I think it's super unique. So this to me is probably the most unique fragrance with coconut that I have, that is very hard to find other fragrances that smell like this. And this has top notes of coconut and lemon, so it opens up with the coconut. And then there's violet and black pepper, and in the base there's sandalwood, vanilla, musk, and amber. And this one, I should honestly be wearing this fragrance way more. And I feel like this is just like an it girl, clean girl vibe, very chic. It's very chic and simple, like jeans with a button down white shirt with jewelry and your hair tied back. That's what this gives. Now, this is very expensive, and whenever I have a more affordable option, I'm going to give it to you guys. So if this sounds like something that you would like, but you want to maybe try it first in a more affordable way, or you just don't want to pay that much at all, go ahead and check out Juliana's perfume, and this one is Amour Santal. This fragrance is inspired by Santal Complete, and they are so similar. So if you like the DNA of this, but you want it for like, I believe it's $39 for the full size, but you can also get a 10 ml bottle first for even more affordable to see if you enjoy it. So yeah, they killed it. They killed it with this one because they smell so similar, and it opens up with that coconutty smell, but it goes away pretty quickly. And then I feel like it smells more, there's like a woodiness in here, but it's very light. It's a very light and chic scent. It's really just luxurious smelling in my opinion. And yeah, whichever one, they're amazing. Next up is also a niche fragrance, and this fragrance is beautiful. This was also gifted to me by the brand, and this is by M. Micallef. This is Ylang in gold, and this bottle is just so beautiful. And Ylang in gold is also very unique to me. It opens up with geranium and citruses. There's ylang, there's sandalwood, and then in the base is my favorite combo, which is vanilla and coconut. It's just a very almost candy sweet scent to me. It's so good. This smells so good. It's getting better and better over time, you guys. Like, it smells like a very sexy, luxurious coconut. It's sweet, super duper sweet. I'm not even sure what's giving it, like a very sweet, almost candy vibe to it. But then it's like coconut. The ylang is pretty strong in here, but it is beautiful. I think I prefer ylang over frangipani from what I've kind of been noticing. But again, if you would like this in a more affordable option, Juliana's perfume also has all that glitters. So this is a very close inspiration to this one as well. So check them out. This video is not sponsored, but I really love the options that they have, and they just smell so close, to the point that some of them, if I was to like have my eyes closed and I had to choose, I wouldn't be able to tell. Ylang in gold is a very beautiful ylang coconut and vanilla scent. And last but not least, we have Huda Beauty Easy Bake. This was sent over to me by Huda Beauty, and honestly, I think that they should make this fragrance a permanent fragrance. This right here is kind of like that typical like kind of beachy, luxurious, coconutty, Tom Ford Soleil Blanc type of scent, which we get so many of those types of fragrances. But this, they did it so beautifully with this fragrance. It's kind of like that scent DNA, but the way that they broke it down, the notes that they used, when I first spray it, it's not like a love. I feel like the magic for me is when it starts to dry down, because this is kind of like backwards for me. Usually they will put coconut in the opening, so then the coconut kind of fades away. Here it opens up with pear, gardenia, and jasmine. So the florals are opening up the fragrance, but they're definitely going to die down a little bit. And then there's tuberose, ylang ylang, orchid, and heliotrope. The orchid and the heliotrope, I feel like gives it a little bit of like a more powdery, smooth feeling to the fragrance. And then in the base, there's sugar, which helps to sweeten it up. Dreamwood, Madagascar vanilla, coconut, amber, and moss. This is a masterpiece. I really, really think that they should bring this back and sell it, because I think it would do good. Really, really nice fragrance if you want to take it on vacation or for summertime. Very beautiful. So this one gives me like summer hotel resort, but classy, feminine, that type of two vibes mixed together into one fragrance. So I would definitely wear this to dinner. If I was like on vacation, I would reach for this in the evening after I'm out in the water and all of that, and I want to shower and have some dinner or something. I would probably reach for something like this, and I would feel amazing. So those are all of my coconut fragrances. I hope that you guys liked today's video. Comment down below what are your favorite coconut fragrances, or which ones you like the most out of the ones that I talked about today. I cannot wait to chat with you guys in the comment section. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in my next video.